Welcome to this Excel Basics video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you most of the basics that you need to know in order to get started using Microsoft Excel. And the version of Excel that I'm going to be using in this tutorial is Excel 2016 for Windows. Having said that, if you're using a different version of Excel, maybe an older version or even a newer version, or if you use Excel on a Mac, there will be some slight differences, but for the most part, I would say that 95% of what I'll show you in this tutorial will be very applicable to you and your usage of Excel. So I simply clicked on the icon here to get started using Excel, and Excel now would like me to make a choice. It wants to know if I would like to open up an Excel template or simply open a blank workbook. You can see that there are lots of templates to choose from. For instance, this is a Welcome to Excel tour, and it's a good way to kind of learn some of the basics of Excel. But that's why you're watching my video, so I'm just going to skip that one. There are all sorts of great Excel spreadsheets that you can just open up and start changing the data and start using it that way. So I would encourage you to browse and explore these templates that are available to you. In addition to these 30 or so templates that you have here, there is an option to search online templates. So I'm going to do a search budget, and you can see that it opens up with even more budgets. You're not limited to just one family budget. There's a whole bunch that you can choose from. Now, if you find one that you do want to use, you can just click on it and click create, and it will make a copy of that as a spreadsheet that you can open and use in Excel. So please do spend some time exploring what's available, and in many cases, much of the work is already done for you. You can simply use somebody else's template and adjust it for what you need. Now, templates are very useful, but having said that, I think in order to really learn to use Excel fully and properly, it's best to start with a blank workbook. So I'm just going to double click on that and open it up. The first thing that we need to learn about the layout that we have in Excel 2016 is that there are certain terms that you're going to need to know. First of all, across the tab, we have some tabs, okay? We have the Home tab, the Insert tab, the Page Layout tab, and more as you can see. Each of these tabs is pretty important, and when you click on a particular tab, it opens up a ribbon. So this is the ribbon for the Home tab, the Insert tab, and the Page Layout tab. I get the page layout ribbon. Now each ribbon is divided into groups. So you can see that I have a themes group, a page setup group, a scale to fit group, and a sheet options group. And I get to that ribbon by clicking on the page layout tab. So these are some important terms that you need to know. A tab, a ribbon, and a group. And you'll notice in the corner of some of these groups, there is a small button that I like to call launch button. So the scale to fit group has a launch button, the sheet option group has a launch button, but the arrange group doesn't seem to have one. Now what are these launch buttons? Basically, you can click on these launch buttons to give you more options. So what Microsoft has done here is that they've tried to fit all of the page layout options on this ribbon. But of course, there's limited amount of geography and there's a limited amount of space that they have to work with. So sometimes they can fit everything in a small little group. Sometimes they can't. And if they can't, there's a launch button that you can click to get even more. So that's why we have a launch button in some groups and some don't. Okay, I think it's important to start with that terminology because I'm going to be using it throughout this tutorial. A couple of other layout terms that you're going to need to know in the spreadsheet itself is that, well, this is the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheets are made up of columns and rows. So you see that we have a column A, a column B, column C, etc. And if I browse to the right, you can see that there are even more. And if needed, it'll just keep on going to the right, adding more and more columns. Once it gets to Z's, it goes to A column and so on. Now, what about the rows? I have row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and so on. So spreadsheets are made up of columns and rows. Now the intersection of a column and a row is what is called a cell. And each cell has a name in Excel. So this particular cell is named C2. And you can imagine how I got that name. It's simply the intersection of the column and the row. This particular cell here has a name F5. This one has a name H9 and so on. Although this seems obvious and unimportant, but it's actually very exciting and powerful that every cell in Excel has a name. Because it has a name, you can describe it and you can have Excel do certain things with the content in each cell. However, we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, in addition to columns and rows, there is another part of the spreadsheet that you need to know about, and that is range. Now, a range is a group of cells that are together. A range could be this, it could be this, or it could be this. It could be any number of things. It's basically a simple number of cells that are next to each other, that are together. And guess what? Ranges can also be named just like cells. For instance, this is L7. I can also name this. Now, the way you name a range is you start in the upper left and you name the cell in the upper left. So this is L7 and then you say the word through. So L7 through and then you say the name of the cell in the lower right, that is N12. So L7 through N12, that is the name of this range. Now how you would write the name of this range is that you will write L7 through. Now the symbol for through is colon. So L7 through N12. So this is how you would write the name of the range that you see here. So this was some background information that you're going to need in order to really use Excel properly. I hope this was of help to you guys. So stay tuned for the next part. Thanks for watching.